Hello everyone, this is Dimitri and I'm talking on behalf of Tablet Guide. So I decided to review a brand new smartwatch, which is the ZEBLAZE Thor4 and the ZEBLAZE Thor4 Plus and the ZEBLAZE Thor4 Pro. Well, a lot of confusion between the names, but you know what to do, it's from the company, so bear with it. Now what is that we will be comparing these three smartwatches. Now I'm sure that no one has heard about these smartwatches ever in their life, but I can assure you that these smartwatches are really good and they are value for the money. So first of all is the ZEBLAZE Thor4. Now these are basically Chinese smartwatches, and I can say that the ZEBLAZE Thor4 is an amazing smartwatch. The only problem is that it's very bulky and it's having a very short battery life, even though it's having a 580 milliampere hour. So but still, you know, I can say that it only works for 2 or 3 days, and the same goes with other smartwatches. But I can tell you what is the main advantage and the disadvantage of these watches. Now the first one is the ZEBLAZE Thor4, which is basically a smartwatch. It has a circular design, and the same goes for the Thor4 and the Thor4 Plus, whatever it is. Let me just rectify that. We'll say just the Thor4 Plus and the Pro, because you know, a Thor4 with everyone is creating a lot of confusion. We'll drop the Thor4 in all the three watches. So one is the 4 and the other one is Plus and the other one is Pro. So let me make that clear first of all. Now I would say that all these 4 or the 3 watches come with circular design, and the display is to be only 1.39 inch in the Thor4. Now the Plus is 1.4 inch and the Pro is 1.6 inch. Let me get that right. Now let's talk about the display type. First of all the watches are of good display, I can assure you that. The Thor4 has a Super AMOLED display, which is, I know that you know what a Super AMOLED is, so let's not go into the detail. But then the Thor4 Plus also has a Super AMOLED display, but the Thor4 Pro will be having LTPS crystal display, which I am not sure what this is. I have to definitely go on Google, or maybe you can go on Google, because I don't want to confuse myself. I think that it would be something better. Now I thought I was right, I thought I was correct until I saw that the resolution of this is probably a bit lower, whereas the screen resolution of the Thor4 and the 4 Plus is 400 by 400 pixel resolution, whereas the Pro has 360 by 360 pixel resolution. So that is a lower resolution, but it is still enough that you will not be able to find out the difference between any one of these. And by the way, Apple will work with that, so it really should not matter for you what is the difference between 400 by 400 and 360 by 360 resolution. All of them are having multi-touch system, so you don't have to worry about the difference over there. Now I'm trying to convince you that the good things are there in all the 3 watches, but the Pro has a slightly better advantage because of the screen size, which is 1.6 inch. The other 2 are having lesser screen, and the Pro is having, of course, a smaller bezel, so it will be all screen and a smaller size, which we can identify right now. Now the body size is what will really make a difference in the watch. Now the Thor4 and the 4 Plus is having the same identical body size, which is 48.5 by 48.5 in diameters, cross section, with 15.9 mm thickness, whereas the Pro watch will be having 46.7 and 46.7 in diameter, cross section, with 15.7 millimeter in thickness, which is all 3 ways. It is a smaller watch in size, and that it is also less thicker. It means that there will be more functions with a lesser size. Now the weight, if you have a look at this, that Thor4 and Thor4 Plus are having the same weight, which is 66 grams, but the Thor 4 Pro is having 76 grams. So you have an addition of 10 grams increase in weight because of the casing, which is probably stainless steel in Thor 4 and Thor 4 Plus, whereas Thor 4 Pro will be having a zinc alloy casing. There will be also one more difference, which is the platform. Now we all know that the Thor 4 original comes in a platform of Android 7.0. But there has been considerable improvements in the Thor 4 Plus and the Pro, and both of them will come in 7.1.1 version of Android, and that is particularly a very good version. So basically it will be adding features to the watch. Going to the processor, we'll be having in the Thor 4, the original one will be having a slower processor. It's a bit older processor. It's a quad core in all three of them. But the Thor 4 will be having MTK6737 1.1 GHz quad core, whereas 4 Plus will be having 1.25 GHz quad core, and the Pro will be having MTK6739 1.25 GHz quad core. The memory will be the same for all the three versions. Original will be having 16 GB for the internal storage, as well as the Plus and the Pro both will be having the same 16 GB for the internal storage. The RAM will be the same as well, 1 GB for all the three, and there will be no card slot in any one of them. Connectivity will be particularly the same as well. There is no difference. I don't see any notable difference when it comes to connectivity. All of them will connect to a GSM nano SIM in all three of them, so there's no changes. And the Wi-Fi will also be the same in all three. It's got a Wi-Fi which is BGNN and no NFC connection, Bluetooth connection of Bluetooth 4.0 with no USB connection. Now the battery life is something that's also the similar with all the three watches having the same battery, which is 580 mAh lithium-ion battery for all three, having 2 days of standby. I have however noticed that the standby also goes up to like 3 days, because I use this watch and on regular basis I don't need to charge it after 3 days. In fact, because I'm only used to watching the time and nothing else, the time works, and it is like usually gives me 3 days of charge. But if I start to play around fingering it all the time and checking my email and the inbox and using YouTube and using the camera and all that, I don't think it will even last 4 hours. 4 hours will be something which is very optimistic. I will think that it will last even half an hour, because this is how it works. Now I usually used to compare it with Apple and Samsung, but those watches are different. They have made the hardware for the software accordingly, and here the hardware is OEM by another company where the software is from Android, and there's a marriage which doesn't work. One guy is from China, the other guy is from US. How can a Chinese marry a US and live happily forever after? It doesn't really work, my friend. So what will happen right now is the charge will only last for a short time, like the marriages last short time, and then until you put a charge again and recharge them, and then it's going to take some more time. So let's see what happens over here. Let's hope that the watch finds harmony with the operating system. By the way, if you want to buy this watch, there are discounted links below mentioned in the description, and I can assure you these are the discounted links that you will not find in any other channel. I would also like to speak about the body. The glass is Corning Gorilla Glass in the Thor 4 and the 4 Plus, whereas the 4 Pro will be having a Corning Gorilla 3 glass. I don't know why they have downgraded the glass, but then I don't think it will make a very big difference. The sensors functioning in the watches are the same type there's no change in the sensor. So all of them will be having a heart rate monitoring, proximity sensor, accelerometer, GPS, and blah blah blah. This you will find as a default in this watch. A media, it will be able to run medias like MP3 and MP4. I'm sure that you will not be going to install your Photoshop in this watch for sure. So this is all you need. Now it will not have a radio. It will be a bad idea to put in a radio antenna in such a small device, but just to let you know, the speakers work like shit. They are just good for hearing small sounds, alright, without any kind of quality. So forget that you will be listening to Michael Jackson on this watch. Microphone is also normal. You will not be recording any videos of YouTube on this one, and so just use it for a backup microphone if you ever need it. The camera in the watch is a 5.0 megapixel camera, and it comes in all the variants that are available: Pro, Plus, and Thor 4. I'm sick of saying all the names together again, but it's the same camera. Now I'm sure that you will not record a motion picture on this camera, but it's just useful for taking pictures, for spy pictures. If you ever want to record some kind of video that you're not supposed to record, so you can do that on this watch. I'm just telling you, don't tell anyone after you do that tablet guy told you to do so. For God's sake, don't take my name, otherwise my channel will be blocked. Now there are so many other features in the watch. If I start to tell you that there are 150 watch faces and so, which is very interesting. There are 3 sections. You can read them all on Google. I cannot read, otherwise my video will go too long. Now the color availability of the watches are very interesting because they only come in black color, which is however very racist. Now the other watch, which is a Pro, has decided to also make it brown as well, so that would be black, and brown. So that's also, very racist because there's no other color than black and brown. Why is that? Why did they only make black and brown? Now the other details are such that the package contains somewhat the same material as the Thor 4 and the Thor 4 Plus and the Thor 4 Pro, except from the watches. All the other stuff is the same, so you don't have to bother about any of them, because I know that you will just pick up the watch, charge the damn thing, and wear it right away. This is exactly what I did, and this is exactly what you're going to do as well. Nothing else really matters. Compatibility, I would say that all of these are compatible with Android and iOS. However, the best is to go with Android only. I don't know about iOS, whether how they work with iOS, but as long as you install the app, everything is good. It just acts like a proxy between your watch and the mobile phone. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm sure that you did not enjoy, and that will be a lot of comments and a lot of dislikes because of so many stuff, especially about my accent, which is going haywire. I would say that whatever you do, please don't tell me that I should not make videos. If you don't think that I should not make videos, then please subscribe and like to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and comment if you like this video. Do tell us what do you want more from us, and what kind of watches do you want to look for. If you don't like watches, you can tell us about anything. I'm sure that I'll be telling you about any stuff that people are posting these days, from adult toys to anything that you want. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.